Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So the UEFA Champions League Fantasy Football deadline for Matchday 4 is on Tuesday night. So in this video I'm going to show you how my side looks for Matchday 4 and the possible transfers that I might do this matchday. With me pretty locked in of using my Limitless chip in Matchday 5, I've got 2 transfers to use because you can't roll them over into Matchday 6. Quickly before I do get started, I just want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to my channel. I hit the 300 subscribers mark this week. We aim to get 500 subscribers before the end of the year, so if you're watching this and you haven't hit subscribe, think about hitting it now. We aim to get 20 likes on this video, so hit that like button before we get started. Anyway, intro out of the way, let's just jump into it. So here's how I got on in Matchday 3 with my wildcard used. I started Milenkovic-Savic, but he conceded 6 goals, so he got 0 points, so I thought I might as well bring Sanchez into my side. Sanchez didn't start, so I got 0 points out my goalkeepers yet again. Into defence, and I've got Timber and Burn. They both started and kept a clean sheet. They both also got an extra 2 bonus points for getting 6 ball recoveries or more. Dumfries was the star on my match day. He kept a clean sheet, he scored, and he got 3 bonus points from ball recoveries, and then he also got 3 bonus points for being the man of the match. Into midfield, and I had Elise, Yamal, Çalhanoglu and Yilmaz. Bayern Munich won 4-0 and Elise didn't get an attack in return, which I was surprised about. Barcelona won 6-1 against Olympiacos and Yamal got himself a goal. Çalhanoglu also got himself a goal in that 4-0 win for Inter Milan. Galatasaray was the early kickoff on the Wednesday, so I brought him into my side because I knew he was starting. He didn't get an attack in return, so he only got 3 points in a 3-1 win. Then for my forwards, I've got Kane, Haaland and Rashford. I had Haaland as the captain on the Tuesday night and he scored, but I changed it to Harry Kane on the Wednesday and he scored, so they both got 6 points and doubled up to 12. So changing the captain this match day didn't change anything for me. Rashford got himself 2 goals and one of them was from outside the box, so he got an extra bonus point from that, and he also won a penalty, so he got an extra 2 bonus points from that. On the Tuesday night, I started Koundé and DeMarco, but I put them on the bench because they only got 4 and 1 points. Koundé got himself 2 bonus points for ball recoveries, but he only got 4 points, so I thought I'd change it and see if I could get better points. Fernandez was a bit of an injury doubt and I wasn't sure if he'd play 60 minutes or start, so I left him on my bench instead of Yilmaz. And Enzo Fernández scored a goal from the penalty spot and he also won a penalty, so he got 8 points, which was stayed on my bench. So all in all, for my matchday 3 wildcard, I got 84 points and I'm now on 267. With them 84 points, I've risen 60k in the world ranking, so I'm now up to 118,000. So quickly, I just want to go on my chip strategy, and as I've mentioned, I've used the wildcard chip in matchday 3, and I plan to use the Limitless chip in matchday 5. I've got 2 free transfers this matchday, and if I don't use them, then I'll lose them, because if I use my Limitless chip in matchday 5, then it won't roll over to matchday 6. So basically, I've got 2 free transfers to try and get some players that are going to do well in this matchday, and then I'll Limitless chip in matchday 5, and then hopefully they'll do well in 6, 7, and 8. So this is how my side looks for matchday 4 and it looks pretty good, as you'd expect after I've just used my wildcard in matchday 3. I do think I'll use my 2 free transfers, even though I've got a lot of players that have got good fixtures, because currently I've only got 4 players that are playing on the Tuesday and only 3 of them are outfield players. So if Timber, Elise and Kane do really well on the Tuesday, I won't really be able to use my squad. So then I'll have to make a decision of which players to actually start, and I'll have to leave 3 players on the bench and not know how many points they've got. So I'm thinking about using them 2 transfers and buying outfield players for the Tuesday night. Then at least I'll have 5 players that are playing on the Tuesday night and less players playing on the Wednesday. And then if some of them players don't do well on the Tuesday night, I can bring the other players on the Wednesday night off the bench into my side. I don't think I'll make a goalkeeping change because they don't play on the same match day until match day 8. If Milenkovic, Savic and Timber aren't starting, I think I'll still start them and keep them in my side and see if they come off the bench and how many points they get before I sub them out my side. I think match day 6, 7 and 8, I do want Timber on my side because he plays on a different day to a lot of the other players. So then I have to make 2 decisions from all the outfield players with number 2 on them, which ones I actually want to sell. The 2 players that I would want to sell is Burn and Yilmaz, but they haven't got much money tied up in them. So if I do sell them, there isn't many options that I can buy from that price. Barcelona's fixtures are really good for the rest of the league stages, so I think I want to keep Koundé, Yamal and Rashford. Then I've got Elise and Kane, and yes, they've got a hard fixture in game week 4 against PSG, but after that they've got some good fixtures. They've got a hard fixture in match day 5, but I'm going to use the Limitless chip and get rid of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter about that match. Man City's fixtures are on a different day to a lot of the other players in my side, so I do think I want to keep Haaland as well. So that leaves me with the Inter Milan players in DeMarco, Dumfries and Çalhanoglu. I don't really want to sell them at home against Kirat, but DeMarco didn't start in match day 3, and because it's an easy fixture, they might rotate. So if I see any predicted lineups and one of these players isn't in the starting 11, then I might sell them. Because after match day 4, Inter Milan's fixtures turn hard and I probably won't want them anyway. So I might as well sell them before match day 4 if I think they're going to be dropped. And then I'll have a better player that's got better fixtures in match day 6, 7 and 8. The other player that I could potentially sell is Enzo Fernández. He's away against Karabag. I think he could easily get a goal or an assist in that game, but I think he could easily also get a rest. Enzo Maresca's said in his press conferences the last couple of days that he's still carrying a knock, and I think this Karabag match might be the right opportunity to rest him. Chelsea are the early kick-off on the Wednesday, so I will see the lineup, but by that point I won't be able to make any transfers anyway. So I have to make the transfer on the Tuesday night before all these players play on the Wednesday. So here are the transfer options that I could do, and in option number 1 is to sell Dumfries, DiMarco or Burn, and then I could get Calafiori, Lewis Skelly or Spinozzola. Ideally I do want to sell Dan Burn out of them 3, and I think I do want Calafiori if I was picking one. So the luxury we have in Matchday 4 is Arsenal and Napoli, the early kick-off, so we'll know exactly what the lineup is before the deadline. So if Calafiori's starting, then I'll pick him. If he isn't starting, then I'll pick Lewis Skelly. If he isn't starting, then I might actually pick Spinozzola instead. The thing that I favour Spinozzola over Lewis Skelly, that I think he'll start all the time. With Lewis Skelly, he could easily be dropped in Matchday 6, 7 or 8. And then for option number 2, it's either selling Enzo Fernández or Çalhanoglu, and I could get McTominay, Trossard or Yıldız. Again, like the defenders, I don't know if McTominay or Trossard are starting because the Arsenal lineup will be out. Martinelli's a bit of an injury doubt, so I do think Trossard will start. For this match day, I'd rather have Dumfries, DiMarco, Fernández, Çalhanoglu in my side, to be honest. They've got easy fixtures, so I think they could all get really good points, but I'm not too sure if they all start or play the full 90 minutes. And after match day 4, I'll be limitless chipping in match day 5, so I won't need them after match day 6 because all the fixtures are pretty hard. Inter Milan's fixtures in match day 6, 7 and 8 are Liverpool, Arsenal and Dortmund, so I don't really want to keep them long term. And Chelsea's aren't much better. They're away against Atalanta in match day 6, then they've got a home tie against Paphos, which is a pretty easy one. Then they're away against Napoli in match day 8. For me to be able to afford McTominay, Trossard or Yıldız for Fernandes, then I'll have to sell one of DiMarco or Dumfries. But if I sell Dan Burn, who's the most ideal player that I want to sell, then I'll have to sell Çalhanoglu to make them midfielder transfers, because I don't have the budget to be able to get from Enzo Fernández to one of them 7 or 6.7 million midfielders. So this is my side for match day 4. We'll see how the players get on over the weekend. If any of them get an injury, we'll have some press conferences Monday, Tuesday, and we'll see if there's any injury doubts. If any of these players are out injured for match day 4, then they might be at the top of my chopping block of selling. Because as I said, I'm going to be limitless chipping in match day 5 anyway, so I won't have them until match day 6. So I might as well get somebody that's going to be playing in match day 4 and hopefully get some points for me. So there we have it for my match day 5 transfer plans. Get in the comment section and let me know what you do on my side. I'll be back on Monday to do a team selection video ahead of deadline on Tuesday. And then I'll be doing a deadline stream on the Tuesday night, so hit subscribe so you can watch both of them. If you've got any transfer dilemmas and you need my help, get in the comment section and let me know, and I'll try and help you out before deadline. If you've made it this far and you've enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button and help me get to that 500 milestone, and hit that like button because I'm aiming to get 20 likes on this video. Anyway, I'm signing off. See you on the next one. Goodbye.